I'm waiting for it to... Don't forget to put your chat up, guys.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for it to hit my phone. Oh, there's one.
Looking for us right now.
Okay, there's one. There's Twitch. Let's see. Oh, there's YouTube.
You sent the link.
I'm going to share another one. Facebook Messenger. There's the only two I get. Don't forget to say hello if you're in here. We'd love to hear from y'all.
Yes, yes. Say hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
Sorry, there's a...
What? I am. Go away. Boy. Ew.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
It's gross.
We're flying this to protect the president. I think I jumped up, scraped my toe against the concrete.
Are we gonna do videos tonight of it too?
What's on your chips last?
Yeah, I have a video.
Talk to Summer about that.
Just to let everybody know, today we're gonna do a kind of laid back kind of thing because it is somebody's birthday weekend here.
I wonder.
Hey.
And if you can guess whose birthday week it is, put it in the comments and we'll let you know if you're right at the end.
Welcome to Cancer season.
Which one of us is Cancer?
You know what? If you watch, y'all know.
Yeah.
I am very like, this person is very like, okay. All right, so I'm gonna start us off.
Okay.
So I got it shared out. Oh, except for one place, but I'll get that in a minute. But
wait, who's starting this?
Let's do the intro.
Yeah, let's do the intro.
Tiff got me. She got me good.
Yeah, you're about to start that out.
I know.
It's my week.
I did. I was like, it's your week. Welcome to the show. You're in.
I'm in. Okay. Well, welcome to our live podcast, Harlots of Spooktalk. I'm Tiffany.
I'm Karli.
And I'm LD Pteloma.
We're thrilled to have you join us today as we dive into the chilling world of the supernatural and the spine-tingling tales that keep us up at night.
That's right. Today we got some hot news that's sure to send shivers down your spine.
Unfortunately, we have to start on a somber note. The paranormal community is mourning the loss of Dan Rivera as a well-known figure who recently passed under the mysterious circumstances.
That's right. Some say it might be linked to his recent exploration of the infamous Annabelle doll, a case that has haunted many before him.
It's terrifying to think about it. The Annabelle doll has a reputation for being one of the most haunted objects in the world. Just hearing her name sends chills down my spine.
Absolutely. And for those that may not know, Annabelle is said to be possessed by a malevolent spirit, and anyone who dares to come too close often finds himself facing terrifying consequences.
So today we're going to unpack this tragic news and delve into the dark history surrounding Annabelle. What makes her so terrifying? Why do people continue to seek her out despite all the warnings?
And let's not forget about the countless stories of those who have encountered her wrath. We'll share some chilling accounts and discuss what it means to flirt with the supernatural.
So grab your sage and hold on to the rosaries because things are about to get spooky.
You won't want to miss this episode as we explore the intersection of tragedy and terror in our discussion about Dan Rivera and the haunting legacy of Annabelle doll.
Let's get started.
Oh, yes. I see a couple of you coming in. Just drop a comment. Let us know you're here. Say hi. If you have a theory, put it in the comments. So, what had happened was, let me give you the tea. Like, because so much has happened. I don't even have anything in front of me, so I'm just kind of going with the flow on it. But current news, y'all seen that we did Annabelle episode before, and I've been keeping up with it. I don't know why I'm obsessed with it. But Dan Rivera, he's the one that hosted the tours, and when he was at his hotel room, he passed away. But many of you know that he's the one that opened that crate so many times, and we all told him. And then the previous owner, the Warrens, they were like, "Don't do that. She's possessed. Things are going to happen, bad things." And now, I say this, but I also at the same time want to be respectful because Mr. Rivera does have a family, so, you know, but it is what it is.
Pretty much. I mean, we got to be respectful because the death is unknown at this time. But we are going to dive actually into her more than we are his death out
Yes.
of respect because nobody deserves that.
Yes. So, I mean, so there has been so many like bad things that have happened prior, right? Like, if we want to go over it, we can, or I can catch everybody up. But there's been, oh my gosh. So let me see. Sorry, catching my footing here. So I'm doing this off memory. So remember, this started because they went on tour. This is whatever the tour's name, I can't remember. She went on tour, and we were all like, why are you moving her? Why you open the box? Why you do that, Dan? Why you do that? And he's like, oh, good. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. But anyways, I remember they went to, did they go to San Antonio first and then Louisiana, or they went to Louisiana and then San Antonio? But I don't know. They went to Louisiana.
Louisiana first, and then
Oh.
Texas, and then, yeah.
Okay. So they went to Louisiana, and the building, I can't ever remember the name of this. It burned down. There was a fire. 11 inmates were let out. I think only 7 at this time have been found, but I could be wrong.
Well, 11 escaped. Well, they escaped.
Yeah, escaped.
10 of them got all the way. And then there's like, I think 8 of them that have been caught, and there's still 2 on the loose.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, continue.
So wouldn't that be 3 on the loose?
No, there's 2.
8. Oh, you said 8. Okay. But if there was 11 inmates.
One
8 were
never
found.
got, yeah, because one never escaped. The other 10 did, but 8 of them were caught.
Yeah. So
I don't know.
So it's just like that happened. Louisiana already is known for like having a different vibe spiritually. I remember seeing like a bunch of videos on it, like social media. There's a psychic on that road, and she was like, "Oh my gosh," doing interviews like, "How you feel now that she's here, and how you feel now that she's gone?" They're like, "That was crazy." And then even in San Antonio, they would let them pay a price to open the box, and just sit with her and talk to her. And I'm like, okay, that's nuts. I would personally never do that. But, who am I to judge?
And then we can't forget about her past either,
Yeah.
because here's just a few instances. Like, supposedly the doll inflicted psychic slashes that drew blood from victims, caused a priest who insulted the doll to run his car into a tree, and stabbed a homicide detective, forcing him into early retirement. That's just part of her past. leading up to this. So
Well,
she's been naughty.
and the more it's like the moral of the background is like it was a couple that wanted to see their daughter again because she got killed, and her name was Janice or something. Um,
Well, the original story was there was a man that had she was playing in the street and she got hit and she passed away, right? And
and
so
him and
they
his
need
wife were wanting to connect with her again, but they somehow let in a demon.
no. These are two different stories though. See, I remember this because there was that death, but there was also
A
the
nurse.
state. Yeah, and the nurse. That is the one. That's the one she's talking about. So it's two different stories. I don't know how they. I can't remember how they connected though. That was the thing.
Because the one at the beginning is how the doll became Annabelle. That's the one I was trying to say. Before the nurse got the doll. The nurse
The
got the
nurse got the.
doll
Okay.
as a gift from her mom, and that's how it started going about, and that's how the Warrens got involved, was because of that. Annabelle, the background of her was the parents of the girl that got hit by the car was trying to
Oh, the little girl's name was Annabelle.
Yes, exactly.
yeah, so they wanted to reconnect with her. Well, I don't know what all happened, but they somehow got
They
a
summoned her.
demon instead. Yeah, so
This was, according to the Warrens, they were given the doll in 1970s by a 28-year-old student nurse named Donna from Hartford, Connecticut, who claimed the doll could move by itself and exhibit malicious and frightened behavior. The Warrens said a psychic medium had told the student nurse her doll had been taken over by a spirit of a dead 6-year-old girl named Annabelle. The Warrens claimed the doll was demonically possessed and placed in a display box in their museum to stop her. So yeah, like
So, yeah, you're right. So, in 1970, the nurse receives Annabelle a gift. She receives that as a gift. That was 1970. 1970, 1971, the nurse and her roommate in spirit. That's when, like you said, they're experiencing those strange occurrences, and then that's what brought them to the medium that tells them, which would have been the Warrens, right? That told me, okay, well, it's
well,
not a doll, you know.
it was a different medium they brought in
Medium,
who
okay.
told them that, but we do not like. She was just telling the story of the little girl. We don't like I. We don't truly know what they did to get this demon spirit trapped in the doll, but like she was saying, they had to be doing something.
Oh, absolutely. They just. Do you know how much work it takes to do something like that?
But loss of a child will make you do tremendous things. Let's remember that.
That's true. They could have easily just been like, let me contact a medium, you know, and they put all this energy to. But the thing about the energy thing is, this is the thing about energy. You cannot have any ghosts in your house, right? You can have no spirits, no nothing. But you talk about a story enough, and you're putting that energy into it, and you're creating a spirit or like heavy energy to go into that. Does that make sense? Like, I saw this episode years ago, and it really makes sense with like a lot of like spirits, especially like the energy is different. Like, I remember there was this boy that was wandering the halls and the stairs, and you could see him in the camera riding a little tricycle, right? Um, I know that sounds like it's from a movie, but it's not. I swear. So, and they were like, the medium was like, "Why are you here?" And he was like, "I don't know. I don't even know how I got here. I don't." And very easily went back into light. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense.
Did you?
But
Did either one of you happen to find the story of the little girl's parents who did this?
well, the story
um
is exactly what you said. I mean, they lost. That was all I got from it the last time.
But
And
I guess mean the actual story.
oh, you want the backstory?
Yeah. Did it?
like
Did you?
I did find it, but I'm trying to look for it again.
'Cause I would love to hear that. You know what I mean? Because I didn't get that far. I would love to know about them parents because I could understand. I'm sorry. I lost one of my children. I can understand that he's just like that split decision, a bad decision, but a decision to want to see your child again.
Yeah.
You got to give that to them. Did they
Mm-hmm.
do it wrongly? Absolutely. But
This is one of those fuck around and find out kind of stories.
it is.
It's like, okay, so
I found everything but that story.
Yeah,
Like
I'm
the
looking
actual
for it because I know I found it, but
oh, Tiffany was telling me, I don't know. Okay, so she was, and I just found the story that she was talking about. So apparently, she had found that the Warrens had a son. Remember the son-in-law?
they had a daughter, or yeah,
I didn't know if you were going to tell the story, but apparently the son-in-law, he was like, he was tormenting that doll. He was like, just
well, he
talking
was
shit.
involved. He was involved with the Warrens when they got older, so he was helping take care of the museum and stuff for them, and that's how like Dan got involved with it too, was because of the son-in-law of the Warrens.
Yes.
Yeah, because they had a daughter.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, so like you said, like 1971, the Warrens got involved after that, and then that's when they said the doll is demonically possessed, and they placed it in the display case at the museum. And then that same year, that's when they acquired the doll, and it appears in The Conjuring. And then and then we go kind of backwards here a little bit. 1967, the events of Annabelle take place, focusing on a couple who acquire the dolls and experience paranormal activity. I was trying to find like her whole thing.
Do
We
we
might
have,
actually have to do a separate episode just to keep this in order because I know I'm going like all over the place.
did you happen? That's why I was hoping we would find videos to just watch quick, but it's hard to do. You have to go through a lot of videos, believe me, to find actual stories. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just wanted to know more about the history leading up to when she was placed with the
You
nurse.
you wanted the backstory. You wanted
Yeah,
like the details. You wanted like the
because I
the
actually
parents and
I own the Warrens like the books they wrote. I own them
yeah,
because I read them all the time, so I know
yeah.
the story after, but I don't know the story prior because they
I
don't
don't
go
think there
into
was.
it in their files.
It may just be that there's nothing much to it. You know, they wanted their privacy, and they were just like a normal couple, and something tragic happened. You know,
But it would have been helpful if the Warrens in their files would have added what they learned. You know what I mean? But they
yeah.
didn't.
Sorry, I had to turn on the light.
Oh, you
It's probably the cat somewhere. I heard tapping, but I'm like, where is it? Um, it's just crazy.
because here's another one. Once innocent orphan child, she was later possessed by Mathis, the demon inside Annabelle the doll, turning her into an insane cultist who seeks to summon. See, there's so many different stories out there, but I want to know the backstory. And
This is so. What I was kind of interested is I wanted to find her timeline, and maybe I just have to do it and then
oh,
just do the timeline myself, and then we could put it on our website, you know. But it's I wanted to know everybody that's ever opened the box and had an experience. That's what I want. I want to know how everybody's feeling. Like I have a
here you go.
video.
I have it.
Oh, do
I'm
you?
gonna I'm gonna send it to you. I don't know how true this timeline is. Just warning you. But here, I sent it to you.
I got. Side note: I got Tiffany in golf makeup today.
Nice.
Doesn't she look fabulous? Yeah.
And don't forget to speak in the comments, guys.
Yeah.
Please. We love seeing y'all's comments. Nice ones, though.
I was like,
I
hi,
better.
Sydney, it's my birthday week.
Oh, you just gave it away.
Oh. July Cancer.
Did you find that story yet?
Oh,
I know. No, she was looking.
I'm still looking, because I did earlier, and then I don't know what happened. I guess I hit something.
I do that all the time. Then I can't find it again. I'm like, I
Oh.
just seen it.
I'm on the wrong account.
Because right here, this is the timeline. I got 1943, Annabelle creation. The Mullins family loses their daughter, Annabelle, in a car accident. 1955. See, I just think that is based on The Conjuring, not the actual events. That's what I'm scared
The
about. I want the actual timeline, not The Conjuring.
You know, I
but
want to
the
make this a project. I
What?
want to do that.
Oh.
Sorry, go ahead.
Hold on. No, I have studied this, the whole Conjuring universe and stuff, because it's so awesome. Because I'm like,
Yes.
because I've always known of Ed and Lorraine, because I was like, oh my god, these people are cool. And then I'm like, okay, so they're making movies and stuff, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, let's see what this is all about. And yeah, I mean,
But I mean, the thing about those movies is some of it's true. It's like a hit or miss. Some is.
Some of
yeah,
it's exaggerated because it's a movie.
they
And
can't.
yeah, they can't use the action. That's
But
why I bought the
Mhm.
files a long time ago.
Yeah.
And
But
to
those
read
are-
through their what?
those were the only ones I watched. Is really like those, and then the paranormal activities. I'm like pretty lame, but I'll go ghost hunting.
But if you read the actual demonology put out from the Warrens, the demonology books, I bet you guys would love them books.
Oh,
It
yeah.
goes in such detail. The only thing is missing is the Annabelle story. Like I got pieces of it, but from the nurse perspective, never from prior, like I said.
Yeah.
And it's a shame. Like they did their files, but they didn't put it all
Yeah.
out there. They kept some stuff private. And
Which I understand why, but
it still sucks though when you're reading it. You're like, I'm missing a big part of this history. And I'm telling y'all, if y'all get a chance, look it up, the demonology book if you want, and the files on them. Like I said, I'm a big fan of the Warrens because she was to me, she was a ground setter. She was a woman. She had religious background. He had a religious background, and their story is amazing. And they grew up only a block from each other.
yeah,
Yeah.
they
So
were my favorite. Yeah.
their story is amazing, and what they went through, getting called all these names and getting called out.
Mhm.
It was amazing because remember back then, supernatural, like we're talking about now, would never happened. We would have been called
Yeah.
quacks and everything else. So
Yes, exactly.
I have to find that again because I know I had it.
because I would love, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, no, this is Janice adoption.
Janice, I think that was her name too. Okay, you could just got me. Okay, that's what I needed now.
As I found one, it's on Looper. It's the entire Annabelle timeline explained, and that's where I just found that. Oh, Annabelle possessed a little girl named Janice.
Yeah,
I knew
because
there was something. I was like, there. I just
her name was Annabelle Higgins.
Or Mullins.
Uh,
I don't know. Janice kills her adopted parents.
Hmm.
Whoa, I never knew this stuff. This is like deep.
Like, when you read that though, and you watch all the movies in chronological order, uh, dude, it fits together so well. And I understand why they made them the way they did, but when you watch all the Conjuring universe, it's like they used a lot of the same.
They did use their case studies in the movies. They literally
Yeah.
used the case studies.
And I think
So
that's why I got so intrigued by it, because it's like, whoa. Because then once you research it to like be like, no, this isn't on a based on true story, but then it's like you get deeper into it and it's like, whoa, yeah,
Mhm.
these are like
some
for real.
like the case stories themselves are the real part.
Hmm.
They might like blow it out of proportion in the movies, but if you know the case studies, that'll blow your mind even more because that's real. And it's
Yeah.
like, wow. Like I just read something that just blew my mind. I was just like, oh, that's gonna be a good read. I'm gonna have to save
Yeah.
that for later.
Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm.
I just, I'm gonna have to find that again because I thought I kept it up and I guess I didn't.
Well, we'll definitely revisit this. So when you do find it,
Yeah.
we can revisit that one
We
because
can definitely have a
Doll
new
Night.
episode. Yeah. Well, I want the Annabelle night on the podcast, and I want a doll night for sure.
Yes,
I
because
gotta. I got to.
we have some good ones. We got Robert the Doll. We have um
Speaking of Robert the doll, I have a video for you if you like.
okay.
Oh, I did send you one too, Mary. It like right after we got done talking about dolls, I was like, I got on TikTok and I was like,
See,
oh, that's cool.
this is why I don't
Found it,
mess with
popped up.
this is why I don't mess with dolls. This is it right here, guys. This is why I don't do dolls.
I hate dolls.
I do too.
Did you?
I do
I'm
too.
trying to send it.
Especially them porcelain ones.
Yeah.
Forget
Hmm.
about it. That is nope, not happening in my house. I'll
No.
take death
Okay.
masks before I take a doll.
Well, my
True
thing
that.
was my rabbit hole. I wanted. It's just like so much going on. I was like, I want to know who's all been affected by him. But this is how it started because I'll show you. This is the first video I watched the other day.
But yeah, there's a doll named Robert, and he stays in Key West, and he sucks. He gives you cancer if you take pictures of him. And the first 5 seconds of our video, we all took Polaroids with Robert, and then I got diagnosed.
Like 2 months later.
Yeah, 2 months later. But like
that's
again,
like the lore of him. Like people know this.
Yes, and there are 10,000 apology letters written to this guy. They're hung up on
the
wall.
walls.
Yes, it is not something that only happened to Colby. There are thousands upon thousands of letters written in being like, I got sick, I got cancer, like my dog died, all these crazy things within 30 days of seeing this doll. It is insane.
It's so
Again,
scary.
not attesting horrible things, just a picture of a doll.
we
But when it happens 10,000 times, you gotta think.
You're
is it real?
10,001, dude.
Wow.
Exactly.
But I understand why. Like for your own sanity, it's weird. Like for your own sanity, you don't want to attribute it to a doll,
Right.
but also you may find peace in attributing it to a doll.
know.
I don't know.
I know, because it's like, yeah, it's just, I don't know, for mental health, like I can't say it was like, oh, because then we do this as a living, and we go to like different scarier haunted places every single month, so I'm like, oh shit, like is that gonna happen again? Like I can't think like that. I'm like, I just got bad luck, right? Hopefully.
Right?
Right? Sorry, Robert. Sorry.
Legend says if you photograph him without asking for permission, terrible things will happen. Not long
But yeah, I know. Okay, we were looking at it, me and Tiffany today, and it said that Robert the doll was more haunted than Annabelle doll, which is funny. Also, sorry, side note. Today we went thrifting and I saw an Annabelle doll and her boyfriend, and low key I was like, should I get it? But then I was like, no, I shouldn't get it because then everybody's gonna think that I have the Annabelle doll when I don't have it. Also, isn't it funny how like a doll like Annabelle, is stuffed with cotton but can be possessed. Which is weird because you would think of this is only like a porcelain thing, but apparently, like spirits and demonic things are not biased. They're like, oh, you got cotton in you. You look comfy. Let me get comfy. And you know, okay, sorry, that's my rant. I'm just saying, crazy, right? But maybe we'll go back and I'll go buy them just to say, put them in my collection. But also, I don't want to be up at night thinking, what if, because remember, Annabelle went missing for a while, right? She went missing for like 2 weeks or something. So what if somehow that doll went from PA or North Carolina, wherever, all the way back over here to the Midwest? Is it possible? Because last time I went to that thrift shop, they didn't have it there, but all of a sudden the doll shows up at the thrift shop. So what if? Oh, I need to go back and grab it. Okay, yes, I'm talking myself into it. Hey, Jesse.
I'm going to ask you not to do that, but you go do you.
But you know, like I almost bought some today. I saw some, but they didn't have no prices on it. And then I saw a really pretty one, but she was $25. And I was like, no, I'm not paying $25 for a doll.
Nope. Just not doing it.
I know, but I'm like,
that's all you. I'll buy a voodoo doll, but I'm not buying one of those. Any of
see,
them.
I don't think I could do the voodoo doll thing. I don't know, because I'm like, man, what if somebody gets it and then they take my hair or something? You know, you never know. I don't really know. I just always had a weird thing with like voodoo dolls. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll deal with the voodoo doll before I do any other dolls. I'm sorry, like no.
You're like, the voodoo doll can be my friend.
Yeah, I'd rather be my friend than that.
But that's how I feel about like my dolls. Like they have personalities. They're not possessed or anything. They're not bad. They're just no. I rebuke that because the minute you see the doll move or in another room, they're out. I don't care. I will put them over at the bar. They are out. They are out of my house. They are evicted.
Just set them at the bar.
You can be in my house if you are helpful. You cannot be in my house if you're going to scare me. I'm not the one. Okay? I'm not the one, the two, or the three. You don't play with me, Satan, because I'm not the one. Okay. Okay. I got the universe. Okay. I am so mad right now. So, yeah.
Calm down there, killer.
I'm just saying, but that's my rabbit hole. Like, I mean, but you remember there is Greta. Is it Greta the ghost doll on social media? Is it Greta or Gretchen or something? And they had an episode where that ghost haunted their duck, and he was like, "That's embarrassing." That's kind of how I feel about
Yeah, I remember that when I sent it to you. Remember, I was like, "You're like, I've seen this one."
Yeah, I was like, I sent this to you like a month ago.
It was a goose. It was a goose.
Yeah,
I love that one. He's like, "This is embarrassing. Can't you hold something better?" I was dying.
I think about the Annabelle doll. I'm like, what made you decide that you were going to go into a cotton doll?
Children's toy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
that's true.
Most innocent soul out there is a child.
If you were gone, deceased, right, and someone conjured you up, your spirit, and you're like, hey, how did I get here? Would you rather be in a cotton ball doll or a porcelain doll? I feel like the porcelain doll would get really cold.
I'd rather be in their car because I want to put them over a ledge for conjuring me up. I'm just saying.
No, that's when you're like, hey, Roberta, put me in your car. Yeah. Stare at them until they put you in the car. Take me with you. I can't.
Because you're joining me now. We're going to go do this thing together.
Look at them. Just look and be like, so she'll think, oh, you want to go on a car ride with me? Let's put a little seatbelt on you. You're like a little doll. You're like, take the wheel.
Oh.
Also, how would you do that, though? How would you do that? Like, if you can't be released, this is another thing. Sorry, I know it's getting late. I apologize. But if you can't even get out of the case, or if you're stuck in an item, how do you get the energy to do all these bad things to people? Does this make sense?
That's why they're
Like,
saying demonic.
but how do they have, maybe not the time, the ability to be in one thing? Like, it would be like more than one person. It'd be like, hey, Bill, I'm going to haunt this thing, and I'm going to possess this, and I need you to take the wheel of their car. We're going to have to work together. Or is it just one, like, I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it.
I'm gonna let you go down that rabbit hole all by your little lonesome today.
That is my rabbit hole.
Me too.
We're just gonna watch you do it too.
And y'all, I know y'all are so quiet, and you're just watching me spiral here.
We are. Yeah, we're just watching.
It's your week.
You're
It's my
allowed to
week to
spiral. You're allowed.
I have to have a spiral at least once a month. So, but we'll definitely have to do a podcast on both those subjects, and we'll give you like a timeline, because like the podcast, like the recording is so much different because you have time to really slow down, look about like what are you doing, when are you saying it, and as it's much more structured. But the lives are just so we can have fun and have a conversation, build up the momentum, meet some people, whatever, just have fun with it and not be so strict, because I think sometimes I go overboard with the scheduling. But the scheduling on the podcast
talking about that, we have a little surprise for y'all. We are going to be doing once in a while lives on TikTok and that instead of on here too. So you can actually jump up into a box and meet us and talk to us and let us know about your ghostly experiences.
Oh,
so
yeah.
It'll be more
with a forum, and we'll remove you, sensory dialect. Add to box list. Okay. But yes, so we will be starting those live streams next week. So it'll be every Thursday around 8 p.m. Central Time. This week's just a little bit off, birthdays, schedules.
And then once in a while we'll jump on the other platforms, but we're going to always be on this one. But we're just going to mix it up once in a while for y'all.
So
keep you on your toes.
I think it was like, so we'll have 2 on this app, just stream everywhere, and then we'll have 1 for a TikTok, and then we'll have 1 for something else. I can't remember.
Facebook.
Maybe it was Facebook. Yeah.
Facebook. So you guys get to meet us, you get to tell us your stories, and you get to talk with us. So if that sounds like something you all want to do, then join us when we go live.
Especially like if you just want to share your story, email it to us, message it, and we will do it on the other podcast. We have a sister podcast now called Host Ghost Stories, and it's on Spotify, Amazon Music, and Audible. And it's just a ghost story. It's nothing, there's no banter in it. It's just telling you the story. So I was like, I'm excited for that one. We just got to add more to it.
We're excited. We're just excited. We have some new stuff coming up.
So. Yeah. We're moving into fall. So fall is the best time. Fall is when we started. And we're coming on to our year on the podcast. So that's exciting. And boy, do we got some stories for y'all. But all right, so we are coming on to 40 minutes. So has anybody got anything they want to add? I'm sorry, I just kind of took over and started talking and I couldn't shut up.
You're good. Don't apologize. You're good.
I'm just saying, like, are they squished in there in the doll? Are they squished with all that cotton? I'm like,
why don't you go ask them?
Yeah.
Hey, doll.
No.
The dolls I have up here, they're like the guardian of the dolls. I don't know, nothing ever happens, but I feel like they have the energy to be like mom and dad. They're like, y'all are all going to stay in line and you're not going to move. They're like, okay.
Oh, we did pick up some things around her house the other night.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I forgot to add it to our thing. We'll have to do that on another live. Can I explain this before we go? The drama. Okay, let me tell you what happened, Karli. Okay, so I was like, let's do a cemetery, and the first cemetery was Little Angels Cemetery, and I had a weird feeling about it, but I was like, I know we're going to capture stuff on it because so many people have. I know we're going to catch it, but I just had a weird feeling about it, so I was like, I don't know. So then I was like looking up in the area, and then I was like, okay. So we found Goat Man Cemetery. It also is haunted by a witch. Really wanted to go there, but it's an hour away, and everything timing. I don't know what is going on with the timing this week, but we were just like, I think we were all tired. They drove a very long way to get here, so we're like, okay, so let's try this one here. It's a 50-50 chance that we catch something. We pull up to this cemetery. It's a freaking house. It's a private property. And then GPS is like, you got to get out of your car at this house and walk to the cemetery in this random person's backyard. And I was like, hell no. Fuck no. So I was like, no, we're not doing that. So my sister, I am deathly afraid of ditches. I don't know where this fear stems from, but I will have a panic attack. So she's turning around, and I almost died 3 times just trying to get out of this, watching her get out of this driveway. I'm so stressed out about that. So we get out of this residential area. It's pitch black. The clouds are covering the moon at this point, and so I'm like, okay. And then we went to this park. I was like, let's start at the park because there's a cemetery behind this park. And before I could even make it to that fence to see if it was even open, my sister was complaining. I'm gonna call her out. She was complaining, oh my god, there's bugs everywhere. Nothing was biting her, baby. And pitch black, okay, dark, whatever. You know when you go to haunted places, it's fucking dark. I had all my equipment. I was ready to go. Tiff had the camera. She was ready. You should have seen her. You'd be so proud of her. She did such a good job. I gave her the camera. I was like, I already have it until I can get the fancier one. That's what she got. And so everything's fine. I was just we weren't even there like 5 minutes. And I'm like, if somebody's here, which I'm like, I felt like there would have been something there. I just had a feeling. And I'm like, give it a couple more minutes. Give them time to float over here. And I put the flashy dots thinking, okay. And I'm like, so if you're here, whatever, just talking. And then my sister's like, there's bugs everywhere. She's like, no, I don't want to be here. She gets in the car. So now we're all leaving. It's not even been 5 minutes. I'm like, oh my God, we're just having bad luck. And so then she's like, let's go to my other sister's old house that's haunted, but off the highway. And I was like, we are not going there. That's silly. I'm not going to get pulled over by the cops on private property because I live in this town and that would be weird. And she was like, no. And I'm like, listen, I just turned 36. I don't want to go to jail. Honestly, this is the night of my birthday night, by the way. Like, I'm like, no, I don't want to go. So she gets out of the car. We stop at the gas station. She gets out of the truck. She walks all the way to the house. And she's like, well, it's open. Comes back. And I'm like, what happened? I thought you were going to be brave and go on private property. And she's like, I went to the door. The grass is really tall. You should come over here. And I'm like, hell no. I'm like, I'm okay with the abandoned stuff. I'm okay with like the haunting stuff. I'm not okay with going to jail on my birthday.
That would have sucked, dude.
I
Well,
would
today
have been so upset. I would
I
have
would
been
have
like,
been on here by myself. Well, my other 2 co-hosts are sitting in a jail cell. Let's say hi to them. I'll get
Oh
you all
my
the inmate numbers so we can write to them.
Yeah.
as a group.
Oh my god. Okay, the thing is if side note also, if we ever go something, I don't think we would ever because we're kind people. But if someone
Are we?
ever
Are
has,
we?
if someone ever goes to prison for murder or something, I call the first interview. Okay, like you know what I'm saying. Like if Karli's like, I don't know if Tiffany has road rage, because that could
I
happen.
do. Hmm.
I'm
It's
like,
very bad. Yeah.
all you hear them in the car when they're on the way over here. I'm like, hey, how's it going? I'm on a break. And they're like, oh, yeah, it's fine. Get the F out of the way, you stupid son. Beep, 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 beep. And I'm like, wow, that's a lady
Okay.
right there.
Yeah, you're from Texas. You have to have road rage. Don't even get me wrong. It happens. Okay?
I can't afford to get road rage because one time I was married and he got in a fight with, well, what we thought was a man turned out not to be a man, but he didn't fight her, but he almost did. Over a hamburger. He almost threw the hamburger at her, and I was like, "Not the hamburger! I just paid for that." In the middle of traffic, because they honked at us, and he was like, "What? What for what?" And I'm like, "I just want my cheeseburger." And he was like, "Gets out of the freaking van," and I'm like, "Where are you going?" And he's like, "Oh hell no!" And I'm like, "You're not a thug. You're 32." However old he was. So I don't know. It's crazy, but
I mean, we already have one of us here. I'm not going to say names who's already been to jail. So,
oh, ouch. See what happened there, though. That
What happened, you see?
what had happened was they moved up the road outside of Austin, and so I went to get over. Some lady out of bat out of hell comes over here, hits my cute little Chevy. Luckily, did no scratches to my car because she's metal, and she calls the cops, and I have my sister, the one that was, oh my god, there's bugs, and then my kids in the back, and she's like calling the cops, and I'm like, okay, I give them everything, and then they try saying I didn't have insurance, which was bullshit, and then I get to there, and then they said something was wrong with my license, which is a lie, because whatever, we don't want, those were dark days.
Okay, one of us got questioned for murder because their neighbor went
He
missing.
did.
After I made a 911 call about him, and they caught me on the 911 call screaming at this man. He went missing. Here, a month later, they found him. Now, I was interviewed a shitload of time. Remember, I kept calling you about that. Hey, I'm getting interviewed again. I'm getting interviewed again.
what?
They found him.
Yeah, I didn't know. We didn't know.
Yes, I did.
She didn't know. Here's the thing. She did not. I didn't know what she was talking about. And then after it was all over, she was like, I was so stressed out because they were interviewing me, and then that's what she tells me, and I'm
Oh my
like,
God.
what? This whole time you didn't say nothing about it. She was like, well, I didn't want to tell you because then y'all been like questioning me why I'm asking questions. And I was like,
Crazy.
They found him. He was alive. He was alive.
oh, thank
Oh
He was
my-
alive. You know, he came knocking on my door yesterday for a lighter. Asked my 10-year-old for a lighter. Yeah, I'm gonna end up going to jail because.
No, we reviewed that. Oh,
But
my
they
gosh.
found him. He was locked up. I don't know why the cops didn't talk to each other. But I got sick of like the one cop even was like, "Is he buried next door in the cornfield?" No, I was like, "Really?" Like,
Sir, when do I have time to do that? I just had a heart attack. You know what I mean? Like,
when can I carry a body over and bury it? Like,
have you seen my arm strength here? Like, you know, that's when I've been like, you want to see my arm strength? It's I can pick up a toothpick.
My sister's neighbor was found dead in his house, like after 2 weeks of no one seeing him.
when
And I was like, holy
when I was younger, I lived down in Lebanon, Pennsylvania, and me and my ex-husband were sitting there, and a cop knocked on the door, and they showed us a picture of our downstairs neighbor who was murdered, whatever you want to say. I say murder, sorry,
Yeah.
to identify her. And I'm looking at the picture like, is she dead? He's like, yeah. I was like 19. I was like, oh my, that was the smell we were smelling.
Mm,
Oh, so
So I
young.
know how that feels. It sucks because it was
yeah,
so close to us, laying our head down at night.
it's weird.
It
It's like,
is.
I've
ugh.
seen, I mean, I've seen like with my grandpa, like when he passed away, I saw him. And I tell you, the night terrors I had for years, they finally settled down when I got with Justin, right? Because he helped me through it. And then Justin died, and I'm like, oh, new night terrors. Cool.
All over again. Yeah.
I'm like, I just don't do good with bodies. Like I'm getting, like I've been to funerals and stuff, and it's still spooky. It's only spooky for me because I'm always looking around the room to see if I can see their spirit in there. They always show up. I have a theory. They always show up to their funeral because that's what they're seeing in their life before their eyes. They moments like they could see everything. That's my theory. And then, which is funny because the last funeral was the last funeral I went to. My Nana, she's 95 and a half, and her best friend of like 50 years passed away, Miss Betty. Really nice lady. She actually reminds me a lot of Tiffany, but like one, she never cusses, but she's funny. But anyways, so when she passed
I am
away,
funny.
we were at a funeral, and I was like looking around, and I'm thinking, Miss Betty, are you here? If you can, I know you're here. I can see you. And I swear to Bob, I saw the plant move, and I was like, Miss Betty, I may not be able to see you, but I know you're here. You know? But it's so weird, and that's what weirds me out because I'm like, what if I'm wrong? If I can't see them, but what if they don't want to be seen? It's like angels, you know what I mean? I've never seen it. I think I've seen an angel once my whole life, and I was a child. And but other than that, it might have been a ghost. I don't know, who knows. But I've never seen an angel. That's what I never understood. That's why, like when we were talking the other day, we were talking about like me and Karli. I was telling her for a while. I was like, why do I only see the bad things? You know. But now it's like hit or. I mean, you see everything.
And what did I tell you? There's always a little light in every darkness. In every
Yeah.
evil, there's always someone good in that.
Yeah.
You can always find the good in any situation.
I think especially with like doing those readings, it's like, God, you're like, oh, you get a lot of interesting people with a lot of interesting energy.
Baggage.
And you don't think it would happen. I remember I had a reading on a young lady. I don't remember her name. I wouldn't give that out anyways. But the darkness off this girl. I was like, I didn't even charge her for the reading. It was crazy. I was like, okay, but I was able to actually help her come into her light a little bit. She was able to really just do a deep cleanse and lots of meditation. She just kind of really, I don't know how to explain it. It was a very interesting thing, you know. Maybe people that don't, you get so low in the darkness when you don't experience, like, you know, when you just don't know. It's like oblivion. Does that make sense? Am I making any sense? Like when you don't know the light, then how do you see the light? You know what I mean? Like if we want to put it's like religious speaking, just an example. If you don't know God, then how do you know what I mean? I don't know.
Because the light is always there. We just gotta look for it. And even for the people that don't believe, there's still a light. There's still some type of God out there they believe in. They believe in something, even if it's just Mother Nature. It's just light is light. Light is love. Light is everything around you that is good.
Yeah.
You just gotta find it.
I really like, you know, and every single time, sorry, side note again, every single time, like when we have guests or permanents, on the show, we all have different religious backgrounds. We all believe in different things, and it's really nice. We all kind of come together. Karli has like a Catholic background, and then I came from, well, I say Assembly and Baptist because Baptist is Baptist. And then, yeah. And then,
But I'm not Catholic, though.
no. No, but I thought you grew up Catholic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just chose not to follow that.
Yeah.
I pick from all religions, I think.
Monica used to tell me a long time ago, and I really just still believe it. She would say, if you have a Catholic, you can learn how to pray. Being Catholic, you learn how to pray. And that's true. Because we used to go with a friend of mine a couple times when we were teenagers. To pray, and you get up, and you're down, you're up, and you're down, you're up and down. So, but anyways, sorry, I'm going on a rant. So, yeah.
I grew up non-denominational.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Like,
Yeah, I was like, sorry, I was going to say it, and then I was like, should I not say it? And then I was.
No, we grew up. I mean, our church went from like a Baptist church. Then they've blown up to where like they're non-dominational now. So it's like they got 3 different locations. They got YouTube channel kind of thing because they were like, oh, well, let's see how we can grow and not be just like, oh, Baptist, like.
Yeah, just kind of grow spiritually a little bit.
Yeah, where anybody could come and feel welcome.
Which is a good thing.
Yeah, you don't see that very often.
See, nowadays I just collect different religions and I just read up on every religion I can, actually, because I don't know what it is.
It's interesting to learn different religions.
It is.
Like, I get it because I like to learn about, like, why do you practice Muslim, like, or Buddhist or Hindu or things like that. Like, I understand. I think it's interesting just to learn about it. I mean,
I enjoy it. I like learning about who they pray to, what they believe. It's always very interesting, the background of it.
So I'll be truthful. I pray to Lilith.
Yeah. Oh man, if I got some stories to tell you here recently. I'm like, I'm still processing. But yeah. But we are almost coming on to an hour, and I know I was going to shut this down earlier, and then I got sidetracked. So sorry, guys. I hope you'll have a good night. Keep an eye out every Tuesday for a new episode, and sending your stories through email or messenger, however you want to do it. We love you, and you have a good